Hi, this is Steven from Just Got Played, and today we're going to unbox Siege of Valeria. So thank you to Daily Magic Games for sending me this game for review. If you take a look at it, I think probably the most interesting thing about it is it's a solo game. Probably younger players than that could play it in only 30 to 45 minutes. So you can see there are a bunch of cards and dice, because this is a card and a dice game. Sort of like a tower defense, it seems. So let's see what all we have in here. All right, we start off with the rule book. That's nice. So there's talking about the anatomy of the cards, the siege engines, the troops, the champions. There's some event cards. I think it says in here you can skip those when you're first learning how to play. But there's the setup. You know, you've got the place down here, the wall or whatever it is that you're trying to defend, and then you've got all these cards out here and these siege engines. They're trying to destroy it. And all right, so the game flow, you roll your dice, resolve the siege engines, resolve an event, perform your actions, activate the vanguard, advance the battlefield, reinforce the battlefield. All right, so it explains how you do all of those things. There's holy dice, right? So you've got the red and the blue dice. The blue dice are the holy dice, which they cannot kill things on their own, but they can augment the other dice, which is kind of cool. All right, and winning and losing. How honored was your victory, or how badly did you lose? If you look here, the win and lose conditions, right? So there's several ways to lose and only one way to win. So there you go. All right, so there's the fortress. There you go. So that's the fortress that you're defending. The champions. Talks about the siege engines, troop cards, event cards. All right, there's a player reference back here, so that's nice, and important concepts. Have to read that before giving this a try. Let me know if you'd like me to see me do a live play of this game. I will gladly do so, assuming I can get my rig all set up. But here we go. So there's red and blue dice, as I mentioned before. There you go, the red and the blue dice. And the red, I think, are called strength dice, and then the blue are the holy dice. All right, so we've got some different pieces in here. There are a lot of different tokens to this game. Let's see, these I think are strength tokens. Okay, yeah, so some cards can have strength tokens on them, and then I think you get those tokens when you defeat those, so you get to use them immediately to sort of augment your dice. These are the I'll call them fire tokens for now, but these are the tokens that you put on your sort of fortress walls when they're getting destroyed, essentially. I think it was 4 of them, on one wall section destroys it. These are pretty good impact tokens. Maybe that's what they're called. Pretty good quality, nice thick pieces. And then these are the magic tokens. So we had strength tokens and we have magic tokens. All right. Those are a little generic. All right, cool. All right, so let me set that aside for a second. Here's the fortress that you lay out, and you have everything played out against. Lately I've seen games doing the puzzle piece boards. I think those are better because always these never fold quite so flat when they've been folded up. They don't lay so flat when they've been folded up. But this is nice. This is nice to have. And let's just take a look here. Actually, let's see. You know what? That's laying flat, no problem. So, what do I know? All right. Well, let's get some of these cards unwrapped and see what we've got here. So, I talked about there were troop cards and there were siege engine cards. In fact, right here on the top, we can see there's a siege engine card, and you're trying to defeat the siege engines. And they're in rows, and then there's columns of them. And then, so depending on which column they're in, they will activate. So I think it's the red is where they'll activate. Of course, if they activate when they're right next to it, I think you lose the game. So, and then there's some reward down here for destroying the ballista. You get a champion card, I guess. All right. And so these are the siege engines. Any different on the back? That looks like a siege engine. Yeah, as compared to troops. All right, so there's a bunch of different siege engines. Let's just go through these real quick. So we've got ballistas and battering rams, breach towers, catapults, flaming rain. Nice. So that one, interestingly, only works at certain ranges in there. Okay, Gargan's Eye. That's new. Well, I mean, unexpected maybe is what I meant. Incendiaries. All right. Ogre's Reach. Trebuchet. All right, and then these are truth cards, I guess. I don't know what the symbol in the top means. It looks like it's, the difference between magic and strength, and then it has what you have to use to kill them. This one needs 2 magic and 2 strength to defeat it. And then I think when you defeat it, you get to use the ability or put it in your hand to use the ability. All right. So there's a Rune Witch. It's cool. A bunch of those. Some priests. All right. Ooh, Undead Samurai. Neat. It talks about adjacent cards. That's only orthogonally adjacent. Red Witch. All right. I'm liking the art here, so this is cool. Lichen Mage. All right. Interesting. And Overkill is, basically killing adjacent things. I don't know what that is. Ifrit and Flam. Goblin Warrior. All right. A lot of Goblin Warriors. Gargoyle Talon. Okay, cool. Knoll Pack. Yeah, I wouldn't really want to run into those, but all right. Orc Archer, of course. Gotta have some archers messing with you. Troll Brute, and of course Brutes. Yeah, so, looking like a pretty cool lot of stuff. Ooh, Dragonkin Warlord, I was going to say. Some interesting stuff to fight against in your sort of tower defense. All right, we got another deck here. It looks like some champions in there. Let me get this open. So the champions, I think the only way you get a champion is you get one when you defeat the siege engine, and you play these down into these areas. Just put that out of the way. All right, you play these down in these areas. This is also where those impact tokens go. And then I think maybe you have to discard this to put one there or something like that. Anyway, so yeah, you have these champions. All right, you flip them over to plus or minus 1 die. And then I think the next round you get to flip them back over. All right. All right, so we got a few champions going on here. That's cool. A lot of champions to choose from. Okay, cool. And then, these are events. Okay. I don't know. I'll just go through them real quick. I don't really want to read them. I'd like to be surprised by them the first time. Although obviously once you've played the game a few times, you're gonna start seeing repeats. And then, this just looks like a reference card. Yep. So that's those were the steps again. Roll your dice, resolve the siege engines, resolve an event, perform your actions, activate the vanguard, advance the battlefield, and reinforce the battlefield. So there you go. That's Siege of Valeria. Again, let me know if you'd like to see me do a playthrough of this. Leave me a comment in the YouTube here, or if you look in the description of this video, there's a Discord channel where I'll be happy to chat with you about this or any other games. And there's also links down there in all of our social media. You can follow us there. But if you enjoyed this video, please give us a like, subscribe, share the video. All of that stuff helps us out. But until the next time, thanks for joining me.